Thank you all for joining us for the Navigating of Trains in Italy webinar. Before we begin, please note that this presentation is being recorded for marketing purposes. At this time, all attendees are in listen-only mode. Please, if you have any questions throughout the presentation, just type it in the GoToWebinar window box and we will answer it after the presentation. If there are specific questions that we can't answer at the moment, we will have someone from our team reach out to you by email within 24 hours. Without further ado, I'd like to hand the mic over to West Coast Sales Director of RailEurope, Phil Hendrich. Phil, thanks for joining us.
And thank you for having me over here today. Yes, as Danielle was mentioning, I am the West Coast Sales Director here at RailEurope, representing TrenItalia today. So let me just hop into the first slide there. So here we have a regional map of Italy and its extensive train network. TrenItalia is Italy's national train operator. Their premier Frecciarossa high-speed trains operate on the main Turin, Milan, Bologna, Florence, Rome, Naples route, and now some on the Milan, Venice, Milan, Bari departures. Frecciarossa means red arrow. They can reach speeds up to 186 miles per hour on Italy's new high-speed lines. Nobody flies between these cities anymore. Rome to Milan takes as little as 2 hours and 55 minutes by train. Rome to Florence as little as 1 hour and 23 minutes. The original Frecciarossa 500s are now being joined by the first all-new Frecciarossa 1000 trains. TrenItalia travels at speeds up to 186 miles per hour. And while that makes the journey fast, your clients are going to have plenty of room inside to savor. They will journey through Italy on roomy, comfortable trains, enjoying the beautiful scenery outside the train windows. Your clients won't have to worry about directions or road signs, as they won't be driving. All the trains feature smoke-free, air-conditioned carts where travelers enjoy spacious seats and ample legroom. La Freccia, the red arrow. You can see one of them right there. The high-speed train family includes the Frecciarossa, the Frecciargento, and the Frecciabianca trains. The main routes are Milan to Rome in 2 hours and 55 minutes, Rome to Torino in 3 hours and 55 minutes, Lecce to Rome in 5 hours and 30 minutes, Rome to Venice in 3 hours and 45, and Milan to Venice in 2 hours and 25. Internationally, they have routes between Milan and Geneva, Venice to Geneva, Milan to Basel, Venice to Basel, Milan to Zurich, Florence to Zurich, Venice to Zurich, and Milan to Stuttgart in Germany. With the international routes, it's usually a joint venture with neighboring countries on regional and high-speed lines. One of those ventures is the Thilo train. Thilo has overnight services between France and Italy. Overnight services are between Paris, Milan, and Venice, with daytime service between Marseille, Nice, and Genoa. Sleeper carts have in-room wash basins, power outlets, bedding, toiletries, 2 lavatories per cart, and are configured as single, double, and triple with a free breakfast in the morning. Luggage on TrenItalia trains is really easy. Your clients just pretty much carry their own bags onto the train. No one's going to weigh it, measure it, or argue with them about it. They can pretty much take anything they can fit on. Anything up to a back size will fit on the overhead racks above their seat or in the recess area between the seat backs. If your clients insist on bringing giant suitcases, as we know they all will, this will fit on the racks at the end of each cart just inside the entrance doors. It's always best to keep their bags where they can see them, although they'll be perfectly safe. Theft on bags from trains is rare these days as theft of airline baggages. Language issue, first-time visitors might be scared of this. However, it's hardly a problem. At stations, finding platforms and trains using the various departure screens is no different from finding a gate and plane at an airport. Signs are usually in English as well as Italian, easy to understand with pictograms in popular stations. On high-speed trains, announcements are usually repeated in English. Ticket offices are used to dealing with Brits, Americans, and Australians, and they will know relevant words in English about one-ways, round trips, first or second class. Now here that we do have the different types of trains. The Frecciarossa trains run on high-speed lines with exclusive Wi-Fi, online entertainment portals, and 4 different classes of services. The Frecciargento trains run on high-speed lines and actually tilt on conventional tracks to make up for high speed. They offer Wi-Fi and online entertainment portals as well. The Frenchia Bianca trains, which we have right here, you can see the white trains. Intercity, regional, and domestic trains also run on conventional tracks. Now, the intercity regional trains I was just mentioning there, that's going to be your trains that run between Florence and Siena. They have a first and second class, but not all of the regional trains will have a first class service. The Frenchia Bianca trains operate up to 124 miles per hour and use conventional lines. Their first class has reclining seats in a 2-1 configuration with power outlets. A welcome drink, sweet or savory snack are included with the price for your clients. Second class has reclining seats in 2-2 configuration with power outlets, and there is a bar restaurant area for them to purchase food. The Freccia Argento trains operate at speeds up to 160 miles per hour, and some sections of the railway lines of the Freccia Argento are high speed, and it also runs on the conventional rail lines in other sections. First class has reclining leather seats in a 2-1 configuration, power outlets, welcome drink, snacks are included. Second class has reclining seats in a 2-2 configuration with power outlets, and on this train you'll find a beverage cart and a restaurant area for them to sit and enjoy a meal. Now here we have the Freccia Rossa trains. They operate speeds up to 190 miles per hour. It runs mostly on the high-speed line and is the premier service of TrenItalia. Freccia Rossa Executive Class has 8 reclining leather seats with adjustable foot and headrest, power outlets, and it also has a meeting area with 6 seats and an HD monitor screen. And this would be great for any of you that are sending corporate clients that need to have meetings on board. Access to the Freccia Club and Lounges open bar are included with the executive class. Now there's 4 different types of services on the Freccia Rossa train. They have the executive class, which you can see right there, those massive seats. It kind of looks like you're sitting in Captain Kirk seat. There's only 8 of them per cart. You're going to have your own private steward. A meal is served at your seats. There's also the Freccia Rossa Business, which has reclining leather seats, leg rest in a 2-1 configuration, power outlets, a quiet zone, and they're going to be served a light snack and a drink. There's the Freccia Rossa Premium, which is equal to a second class plus service, reclining leather seats in a 2-2 configuration, power outlets, and a welcome snack is served. And then there is the basic, the Freccia Rossa Standard, which has reclining fabric seats in a 2-2 configuration, and these clients can go to the restaurant cart for a meal or a drink. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, if any of your clients do book the executive class here, they're going to get free access to the Freccia Club. It's been designed to make the wait for traveling a unique experience. Located near high-speed train platforms, they are ideal places for clients starting the trip in an elegant and comfortable environment. There's comfortable seating in the lounges where your clients can relax, read, work, connect to the internet, and enjoy a light snack. As I was mentioning, if your client holds an executive ticket, the lounge is free. For first class or business class customers, access to this lounge is just 25 euros. I'll now pass it back over to Michaela, your Southeast Sales Manager at Europe Express.
Thank you, Phil. Let me just get my screen here. Hopefully everybody can see my Michaela Haber screen there. That was really great information. So now we'll dive a little bit more into how Europe Express can help with all of your rail needs as well. First off, I'm Michaela Haber, Southeast Sales Manager for Europe Express. I've been with the company now for about a year, a little more than a year, started last November, with previous experience managing content and travel agent relationships for Travel 42 and Travel Weekly. So the heart of what we do here at Europe Express, as I'm sure most of you already know, is FIT travel to Europe. You can book one service like transfers or sightseeing, or bundle them together for an amazing package to Europe. Just ask us because we can arrange something off the beaten path. I say with enough time, everything is possible and everything is customizable with us. So you have A lot of room to figure out exactly what your customers need and want. You also have the ability to add an agent markup. Everything is pretty much fully commissionable. You're able to book online with live inventory or call our call center actually in Seattle. We also have a Barcelona office, which is key for our in-country support. So you don't get that 2 a.m. wake-up call, we do. When it comes to group travel, it's really one of our passions here at Europe Express. We have a dedicated groups department that works directly with you to create amazing handcrafted, small, customized groups starting at only 10 people. Kind of ask yourself, do you have customers who want to trace their historical roots through Germany on their next family reunion? Perfect, we can handle it. Or working with a local community college to do French cooking classes. We can do everything from flight, motor coach, arrange the perfect city center hotel, and offer unique sightseeing excursions, and of course, rail. Groups can be quoted at net or with commission, and we can roll in kind of any fees, whether you want to add a tour conductor in, or if you want to roll in your travel fees for, traveling along with a group, we can absolutely do that. Just let us know. Quickly, I will tell you about all the products we do offer. For air, we have 17 contracts with pretty much all of the major carriers in and out of Europe at a 5% commission. So that's pretty amazing. We do first class, business, premium, and economy. When you book your air through us, we handle a multitude of schedule changes, not you. So it's really an added insurance policy that we're going to make sure your customers get where they need to go. We also offer 3 to 5 star hotel options, city center, airport, B&Bs, castle stays, posadas. No matter what type of accommodation your client is looking for, we have a variety to satisfy their needs. We source all of these hotels from our Barcelona office, with us going in and meeting the general manager and doing room inspections, so you can trust that the hotel that we're going to give you is going to be just perfect for your customers. We also have at least, I think it's more like 1,000, but it's 650 off-the-shelf sightseeing options, from basic options like hop-on, hop-off bus passes in major cities, museum passes, or private cooking classes and helicopter tours. And again, everything is customizable to suit your customers' needs. I do want to mention here that there's a couple of products that you can't book only with us. You can't do air only with us, and you actually can't do rail only with us. So you'll need to look to package those together. But transfers, sightseeing, and hotels, you can all book individually with us if you would like. We do offer shared, private, executive private, and even meet and greet options for clients looking for, kind of more inclusive transfer experiences. No matter where your clients are needing to be transferred, we can get them there, whether it's, airport to hotel, hotel to port, you name it. We'll get into this a little bit more, but we all know the easiest and most efficient way to travel in Europe is via rail. All of RailEurope's product is loaded live into our system, and we can book your clients conveniently on point-to-point, first class, second class, regional passes, and monthly passes. If you have clients who are more adventurous and looking to have more flexibility in their travel, we can also book car rental for them, because self-drives in Ireland are all the rage right now. And lastly, we're actually now offering travel insurance. So if you don't already have a supplier, ask our reservation agents as you're working with them to add this onto your customer's trip. Okay, so there are 2 ways to book rail through our online portal. Did you know that we had pre-built packages available right on our website? I think this is a totally underutilized section of our website. So definitely go in, log in, and take a peek. From Sweden to Croatia, we have itineraries set up that you can easily quote and send right over to your customers. I'll kind of go in and show you where those are right now. Once you're logged in, and hopefully you guys all know this page really well, our agent homepage here under FIT Travel, you'll find packages by destination, which you'll click on to find a variety of countries that we offer in Europe with pre-built packages. So if you select there and you select the country, you'll find a couple different packages based on that particular country's selection. We have categories for packages with, say, luxury themed or pre-post cruise stays, value oriented, and even culinary inspired, like the bottom center here, featuring pizza and wine, I believe. So for this presentation, we're going to select one of our most popular packages, that Premium Best of Italy. I do want to say, this is like I said, an underutilized section. So just think about if you had somebody already booked on a river cruise and you wanted to give them maybe the chance at doing this luxury in the bottom left-hand corner Rome 3-night pre-cruise stay, just send it to them. I mean, basically everything is going to already be in there, and just say this is a starting point for you. We can totally manipulate this and add in other sightseeing or take this out, or make it a 5-day pre or post cruise stay, but just wrap it in and see what they think. And it's really taking no work from anyone because it's already pre-built right on the site. So once you've selected the package that you want, which was the Best of Italy, you'll get some information about that particular itinerary, what's included, departure date options. And now this is why I'm discussing our packages today. As you can see, the rail is automatically included with this package, so you don't even need to manually add anything in. Each package also includes no lower than a 4-star accommodation, transfers, and any transportation between the city, whether that be flight or train. This package can also be helpful for clients debating on best departure price dates. We keep these price calendars extended for at least 9 months, so you can easily sort of take a snapshot here and say, it's going to be $16.99 or it's going to be $17.99, depending upon when that particular date is going to be. So once you've selected your departure date, if you like air, your itinerary will be fully complete into the next page. Here we can see that the rail was added on the appropriate days. The transfers to and from the rail station are included. And after review, all you'll have to do is add names, passport details, and take the payment. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Couldn't be easier. If you're looking to create an FIT custom booking online, it really is quite easy. And this is where I would say most of our agents are going to be, at least right now, kind of playing around and starting out. So after logging into your account, so this is saying I'm not doing a package. I have customers who want something from scratch. So again, you need to log in. But you'll see here on that left-hand side on our website, this is where you're going to design that custom vacation for your clients. So you'll just select whichever portions you want: single city, multi-city, air and hotel, rail, which portions are you trying to build? So of course we're going to be including rail, and you're going to fill out that information. And then you'll just kind of scroll down to the bottom and hit search. And it's going to take you through air, hotel, and kind of drive you through the process really step by step. But here you can see that we're on the selecting rail services kind of screen. And we truly have a variety of rail services available for your customers. TrenItalia keeps it simple with first or second class services and several times to fit your client's preferences. We do recommend you asking your customers a couple of really great questions before actually booking their rail. Do they have a preference on when they'd like to depart? Do they want first class? And, as Phil was saying, there's a lot of options there. So kind of walk them through what the features of each particular class is going to look like. Maybe you can upgrade them to a first class option. If you have rail enthusiasts on your hand, would a rail pass be a better option? Yes, we do point-to-point rail and rail passes, whether that be Norway in a nutshell or Swiss pass. Select which one you want from the screen, and your full itinerary, including air, hotel, and very importantly, the perfect rail is built. Keep in mind, we offer rail to hundreds of stations across Europe and Italy. So if your clients are searching for, say, a day trip to Cinque Terre, we can help them with rail to, La Spezia. Or if you're interested in the remnants of Pompeii, we can book a morning train to the Naples Central Station. Whatever your client's interests are, we highly suggest taking advantage of the wonderful trains and transportation to city centers. So how will your clients use their rail vouchers? Here's our easy sort of step-by-step process on using rail tickets. So first, make sure the e-ticket or paper ticket is easily accessible. Your customers have to have that. Arrive to the train station about 45, we say 30, 45 minutes early. Find the compartment, seat number, and then store luggage within the designated area of your train section. Present the voucher to the rail attendant and arrive to City Center. Prepare a transfer ahead of time to avoid waiting in a taxi line. This is new for us this year. We're actually we're requiring those booking rail with us to be added into the deposit on the quotes. So once you have deposited with us, you have non-refundable rail tickets at that point because we're collecting the money up front. So that's kind of changed. I want to highlight that. So our name says it all. We specialize in planning and booking Europe vacations. We service only travel agents, so our job is to make you look good. We've sent about 75,000 travelers to Europe last year with your help. So take a look at this map. It shows the actual locations we contract and have services. From Iceland to Greece, Portugal to Scandinavia, where about 90% of American travelers are choosing to go. So we've talked about a lot of great products today and learned a ton about rail all throughout Europe. If you aren't already registered under our europeexpress.com website, that's your absolute first step. So whether you're planning on calling in because you have a trip that you've just been procrastinating, you didn't know how to get started, give us a call. I'd say 80% of agents are still calling us because we have really great consultative res agents on our staff that really are amazing. But if you want to go ahead and log into the site, take a look around and see what you can build. Nothing's set in stone. So kind of work it and see what you think. You can also fill out our FIT or custom quote request form. So that's kind of step 2 if you want to, play around with booking. You'll hear from one of our travel agents or travel specialists within about 24 to 48 hours. So just type in the city that you want to kind of say your clients are departing from, which city they want to visit, length of stay, and so on. It's a really great tool during the busy season. Our website also offers a variety of resources like city guides, suggested itineraries, sightseeing flyers, as well as step-by-step and video tutorials of the website. So definitely take kind of that Europe 101 that's pre-programmed on our website, and it'll walk you through a true step-by-step process of booking your first booking on our website. Be sure to also sign up for our newsletter and hear about all of our upcoming events and FAMs. Here's a snapshot of the map of our territories and which person, it's based on where you live, not where your agency is necessarily located or your host agency. So we have Dave in the West, Meredith in the Midwest, Stephanie in the Northeast, and me, Michaela, in the Southeast. We're here to serve as your primary contact, so don't be shy. Reach out to us. We want to get to know you and figure out how we can truly best support you and your business. I'm going to pop this FIT and groups department information up here just so you can kind of take a quick snapshot of if you're emailing a new quote over to the FIT department, you just email it at res@europeexpress.com. Here's our email address for groups. Please note the hours. FIT is awesomely open 7 days a week. Groups is open Monday through Friday. So just kind of jot that phone number down, jot that email address down. And I know when we jump off this webinar, you can all go ahead and, call us, email us, because you're ready to work on that next European FIT quote, of course, featuring Rail and Rail Europe. All right, that's it. Any questions? Danielle?
We have quite a few questions coming in. This is awesome information. Thank you, Michaela and Phil. Our first question is coming from Lou. Lou's wondering, for groups, you mentioned 10 passengers as minimum. Is that 5 rooms minimum?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
5 rooms minimum.
And then from Julie, she's wondering, what is the minimum number of hotel nights needed in order to book air with Europe Express?
Great question. It really varies per the airline. We sort of blanket statement 3. Some of them will let you get by with 1 or 2, but generally most of them are going to require 3. And truly, check out those business class and first class rates, because sometimes I've seen agents be able to do a throwaway hotel and our rates still beat out what other people's, published rates would be. So we have great prices on air.
Perfect. From Trish, so she asked also how many nights, but then she was wondering who we're using now for insurance.
Oh, it's, golly, it's so brand new. Danielle, who is it? Travel,
I think it's
insured?
Is it Allianz? Is it Allianz?
Allianz. It's Allianz.
It's Allianz. Okay.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we just contracted it with them starting this year. So that's a
just
new
January
thing that we're
1st. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super exciting that we have that feature now. So definitely ask about it.
Absolutely.
And then let's see, for the packages, This is coming from Nora Gil. Please clarify the package commission. Are we adding a markup to the package, or is it already included in the commission?
It's already going to be included. So the breakdown is going to be based on what your particular, host agency or consortia has sort of worked out with us. So if it includes air, it's going to have a 5%, and say maybe a transfer, you're at 12%. So it's all going to blend together and have a package price of closer to like 13 or 14%. However, you can also include an agent markup on that your customers would never see, that would kind of wash into that bottom line price. So it's twofold.
Gotcha. And then, sorry, these are a lot of Europe Express questions. Are you able to upgrade the hotels on the package, such as the ones that we just showed in Italy? And that's coming from Cindy.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, like anything can be built for you. So if you see that package and you're saying, this is the exact thing I want, except I want this particular 5-star or this different hotel, just let us know and we can swap them out.
Great. And there are, side note, 2 options for when you are on the package. There's like the 4-star option, so the one that's included already, and then there's also a 5-star option. So I think it says option B on it, and it shows at the different star levels. So there are 2 options for every package at least for star rating. And then I do have a question coming in for Phil. Is there any handouts that kind of explain the different service levels and what's included on those service levels?
Well, as we were kind of mentioning earlier, Danielle, we kind of make it easy with EuroExpress. You just break it down with the first and your second class. And if you did want to upgrade, you were mentioning this earlier, to the executive class on the Frenchy-Rossa trains, that's fully possible. But it really just depends the time of day that they're traveling. With all the first class, they're going to get a snack. Depending the time of the day they travel with the executive class, a light meal might be served.
Okay. Michaela, would you mind going back to the sales manager slide?
Oh, yeah, not at all.
And
sure.
then I am also getting questions for Phil's contact information. So I will send that out, or I'll give that over to Michaela to send out as a follow-up if anyone needs a contact for RailEurope, if that's okay with Phil.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Okay. And then it looks like we're almost at our time here. Let's see. I'll do one more question. This is a good one. How far in advance can we attach rail? And that's coming from Trina.
From our side?
From quoting, yeah.
7 days. Yeah, well, I mean, you can add it throughout the booking process. You have to add it within 7 days of travel. So we're not going to be able to book it if your customers are leaving tomorrow. Does that answer the question?
And that's another thing I just want to point out. I mean, the great thing about booking with EuroExpress is, as everyone knows, if you book rail, sometimes the booking horizon is 30 days. But in a lot of the cases with booking with EuroExpress, you can book it 9-10 months in advance. So it does give you that option if you book it with the package there.
Correct. And if you're calling in and doing an FIT with us, and it's 10 months before they travel and still want to do rail, we can absolutely add that in. We're the ones. That's what's the great thing about it, is we're the ones that are making those tickets happen at that 30-day mark, not you. So we basically flag it in our system. So it makes it super easy for you to just be like, okay, I've booked it and I know it's good.
Right. All right. Well, I think we're past our time. There's a lot of specific questions like Venice to Paris and stuff. So I'll follow up with those after the presentation. Thank you, Phil and Michaela, for joining us and doing such a wonderful presentation. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, everyone, this webinar is being recorded and will be available on the website next week. So if you wanted to get any more information, please let us know. And thank you for joining us for today's webinar.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.